everyone, it is Nancy Taylor here with a video for your mock class 2. If you chose to do your mock class 2, then I am going to show you each slide how I would teach the letter P. I will model it and then I will explain some tips along the way. So remember to watch other teachers teaching this lesson because you don't want to just copy one teacher. You want to find what works best for you, but most importantly is to focus on the objectives, and I'm going to start with those. So first of all, look at the objective sheet. You want to look at what the student already knows. So they already know hello, they know hi, my name is. You are teaching 2 target sentences in this lesson on the letter P. Number 1, how are you? I am fine, I am happy. I am sad. And number 2, what sound does blank start with? Blank starts with, and then the letter sound. So you could say, what sound does pepper start with? Pepper starts with P. You are teaching those 2 sentences. Your mock class mentor will be looking for those. Letter P is a very beginning level lesson. It is a level 2 because level 1 is our pre-K. They don't have to speak in complete sentences in a level 1. But in level 2, your mock class mentor is looking for complete sentences, the objective sentences, TPR. Do you have 2 props? And then your reward system, 2 different types of props. I'll link below my video on a checklist to have for your mock class so you can go through that, and it's in my video for the letter X. It's at the very beginning, I have a checklist. Today I just want to get right into it. Let's show you how to teach this lesson. So have the PowerPoint in front of you. I will not be showing it on the screen to keep that confidential for VIPKID, and you will be in the actual classroom. By this point in your application process, you're pretty familiar with what the classroom looks like, that you can draw on the screen. The student can't see your pencil. Be aware of that. And that the student draws on the screen in blue. So you might have to show them a mouse. You might have to help them to draw on the screen. Your goal is to adjust. The mock class mentor is acting like a 5-year-old. They might be scribbling on the screen. They might be acting confused. You adjust to their understanding. So I won't have a student in front of me. It should take me less than 25 minutes. When you have your mock class mentor in front of you, it will take you 25 minutes. Practice, 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 and then be flexible. Let's go. Slide number 1, your introduction. Stick to the script. Stick to what they know. Hello, my name is Teacher Nancy. Nancy. Good. What is your name? Hello, Ava. Ava, how old are you? I am 5 years old. Good job. High five. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I circle the letter P on the screen. I will commentate what I'm doing on the screen. P. P, P. We go to slide number 2. Do I have to introduce P at this level? No, not at that point. On your level 3, 4, 5, you always introduce a lesson. I introduce the lesson on every single one because as a teacher, I believe they need to know the overall objective of the lesson. So that's why I do it. And it may just be for the parent sitting to their side to let them know, today we're doing the letter P. FYI, you'll see the parent's elbow. Slide number 2, your reward system. When you do a good job, he gets a tooth. Tooth. Didn't take me a minute, so I'm saving time on how simple those are. If I want more student output on that one, I could have the student repeat good job. I could have them repeat the whole sentence, but I'm sticking to pacing. If I see them understand, they nod, they smile. I'm looking at their nonverbal communication to see if they're understanding what I'm explaining. So really pay attention to those cues. Slide number 3, hello song. Hello. How are you? Hello. How are you? I'm fine, fine, fine. Good job. High five. He gets a tooth. 2 teeth. Slide number 4, our alphabet chant. This slide, the student already knows all of those vocabulary words. They already have learned those letters as well. Keep that in mind. There are 6 lines here. So keeping in mind that they already know it, we can go through. Pause at the comma. I say, you repeat. That's what we're going to do on this whole slide after I get a drink. And you can drink in your mock class. Don't feel like you can't take a drink. On this slide, make sure you either have a prop or TPR plan for each of the words because they may not retain or they may not remember what each of them is. I underline or draw an arrow at the first line. A is for apple. B is for banana. B. Your mock class mentor is listening for your synthetic phonics. B. I added a little bit of a on there, so b. Okay. M is for muffin. A is for ant. B is for bird. B. M is for monkey. Good job. He gets a tooth. I can count the teeth at the end. I can count them throughout if I have the time. That is an extension. You want to look for opportunities to extend. All right, we're moving on to the review slide. Slide number 5. This is where you have the big letter and the small letter, okay? I'm using the whiteboard. I would use the screen in front of you, but you can use the pictures on there as an extension. You don't have to use them. Do you like my Christmas? It's still up. And what I'm getting here is I want big A, small a, and the letter sound. I'm going to model, I do. We do it together, do it by yourself. Let's go. Big A. Small a. Good. Draw a line. Yes, small m. Small b. B. Good. High five. Now you'll notice I forgot to do the letter sound for A. I am not perfect. And when you practice and are teaching it in your mock class, it's not going to be perfect. You will forget things. That's okay. I went back and did the letter sound. It should have been part of my model, but I'm not going to redo it just to show you that it doesn't have to be perfect. Slide number 6. This is a review slide as well. I would use the computer screen again on this one. I am going to show you with my whiteboard. I'm going to model the first one. This will save you a lot of time in the long run. I always model, even though they may already know how to do the activity, I need to show them that what sentence I'm looking for or what I'm looking for on this slide. It says in the teacher directions, the student circles the beginning letter that corresponds with the picture. I don't have to use a complete sentence here, but you could use the target sentence on this slide. Mouse starts with So I'm going to be using that sentence just so you can see an opportunity to slide it in there. There's a lot of other opportunities to use it as well. Here's one of them. Mouse. 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 Mouse starts with Ant. Yes! The student circled A. Good job, Ava. So the student has it down. If your mock class mentor still doesn't have it down, or let's say they circle B, so you're here and they make a mistake, a lot of teachers will keep going. They'll be so focused that they don't realize I've made a mistake as a mentor. So I look there, I say, ooh, muffin, 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 circle, Good. So we just correct it together. I guide them through and then we correct it. Make sure that you do correct if they make any errors in grammar, if they make mistakes on the screen, correct in a positive way, and then always positive reinforcement right after. Make them feel like $1,000,000. We are to slide number 7. This is the first target sentence. And how are you? I am happy, I am sad, I am fine. I have to teach that. This is how I would teach it. Underline the title. How are you? Circling the picture of the sad. Sad. Fine. Happy. Good. Ava, how are you? I am happy. Ava, how are you? Good. That's how I show conversation. If I still have time, I would do the other two. How are you? I am fine. And see if the student would say the response. But I first go over each of the words and emotions, showing facial expressions, using my TPR for, this is instruction. How are you? It's instruction. And then I go into content or educational TPR with sad, fine, happy. You don't need to know the terms educational or instructional. If you're like, what is TPR? That's your nonverbal communication. That's really how you're getting your meaning across, is with nonverbal communication. That will fill in the gaps for the words the student does not know. We're to the new content. This is slide number 8, the letter P. I circle the big P. Big P. Big P. Big P. I circled the small p. Small p. Small p. Small p. Good job. Give them another reward. Give them lots of rewards. Know that when you're in the actual classroom, you can give stars. They're over the chat box. In your mock class, there are no stars, but practice giving them. You earned a star. I give 5 stars 99.9% of the time. So start practicing now. Slide number 9. I am going to trace, I will model. I will first trace big P. Big P. I circle small p. Small p. Yes. Very simple. I model it and then I guide them with TPR. We are now to slide number 10. This is your first vocabulary word. It is a panda. I underline panda. 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 What sound does panda start with? Panda starts with P. Good. High five. Moving to slide number 11. I do all the vocabulary the same way. I say the word 3 times in a different way. I have a visual, whether it's on the screen or a prop or TPR showing hot pepper. Have a visual, and then we use the target sentence. What sound does blank start with? Blank starts with P. That's your target sentence. Use it here. If you haven't used it already, this is a great slide to use it on. You don't have to use it on the review slide. Underline pepper. 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 Pepper starts with P. Good. Slide number 12. Now I might just want to ask them a question. See if they can answer in that objective sentence. I could have done it on the pepper slide. Remember, there's no set, you have to teach it this way. All right? Pig. 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 What sound does pig start with? Yes! Great job, Ava. He gets a tooth. Now we're moving to the blending. We're on slide number 13. I will model the first blending slide, and then I will have the student do the second slide on their own. This is a great chance to use your whiteboard. I'm just kneeling. If you're not going to use your whiteboard, then I would just use on the screen. I circle the A, ah. Circle the P, P. Circle app, 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 app. I dropped my thing. App, app. And I want the student doing the actions as well. That's how I can show blending, or app, app. You can use TPR to show blending. I'm going to show you with the whiteboard. Ah. P. Ah. P. App. B. B. App. Bap. Now I have to practice with the whiteboard so that it's on the screen. That's a big thing. And if I'm using the whiteboard, then I can just quickly change it to an M for the next slide, where I'm having them sound out the word map. So we're to slide number 14. I have the student do it on their own. Good map. That's how I'm going to get more student output. I have to gradually let go and let them take over. Gradually release to increase student output because there's a lot, I call it parroting. I say, you repeat. I say, you repeat. I model, we do it together. When I feel confident that they have it down, I need to let them try. And even if I'm not confident they have it down, might as well let them try. And then I can always jump in and help. Now on the activity slide, slide number 15, I can just say activity time. Or you can get out something fun. Activity time. I have the student repeat. That slide is no longer in the new curriculum, so have fun with it. It's the only time you'll see it. Odd one out. Now as we move to these activities, we are going to go over how I teach them, but remember, you can teach them your own way, what you feel most confident with, what the student understands. I don't need to say the title. These are pictures on your PowerPoint, and the target sentence I want to use is what sound does blank start with, blank starts with, and then the letter sound. This is how I would teach it. Good. Pig. Good job! The student said each of the words on their own. If they didn't, I would step in and help them. Then I say, pig starts with P. And I would write that on the computer screen. What sound does panda start with? Yes! Panda starts with P. If they just say the letter sound, I want a complete sentence, so I show it to them. What sound does monkey start with? Good. P, 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 We go to the next one. That's how I get them to show me which one is different. I don't need to say which one is different. I could say which one does not belong, but they wouldn't catch any of that. Just use your TPR. That's what you have to do. Our next slide, slide number 17, is our extension. A picture of a pen and then 3 words. You want to elicit other P words from the student. Usually they don't know many. So I'm going to model first. Pen. Pen starts with P. Good. P, p, p. Pan. Yes. P, p, p. Student has nothing. They don't know what I'm trying to get. That's okay. I'll give them a third one. Paper. Okay, slide number 18. We are to the sit and stand. I get a lot of questions on this slide. I will show you how I teach it. I model it, and then I have the student take over. I have a lot of teachers, probably 90%, think that this activity is to stand if the picture starts with P, which it is not. You say the word or you say it incorrectly, and if you say it incorrectly, they stand. Let me show you. If you're like, what? A lot of teachers mix this up. And I'd be using the screen. just on everyone. I use my whiteboard very rarely, only for the blending and for reward systems. And if I don't have a prop of something or I need to quickly draw it, then I use my whiteboard there. So I don't usually use it to show activities. Pig. Yes, we sit. Sit. Good. I would then erase what I drew. Circle it again. Panda? Panda? No. We stand. Stand. And I literally stand up. I'm kneeling right now, but I do a lot of TPR and coaxing to get that student to stand. Get them to stand, and that's my model. Then let's move on to the next one. Panda? Pepper. Good job. What do you see? I see a muffin. Good. I want them to correct and say the correct word. We don't just move on. Good. It's not. So I want to make sure they say muffin, and they could say it in a complete sentence. I use the sentence, what do you see? And I see blank a lot because they've already learned that. They learned that in day one. So that's the sentence that you can use frequently. Pepper. And that's it. We move on. We don't spend any more time on that one. Let's move on to number 19. This is where they're filling in the blank with the small letter. So I model the first one. There's a big P. So I will say first, circle the big P. Big P. Small P. Draw. Small P. Good job. I've modeled it, so now I want to see if they can do it by themselves. I circled a big B. Yes. Draw. Good. Now I want to make sure that they say big and small, and if you want to add in the letter sound, you can review that as well. So we will say big P, small p, big B, small b, and then for the big M, this one kind of mixes it up. So I circle the small m. Good. I'm circling the missing spot. So I'm just guiding them by drawing on the screen and also using TPR. Their input will increase, and if I want a sentence from them or if I want sound from them, I use this TPR. Uh-oh, we have a guest. Little Miss Ava making her debut at the conclusion of our slides. We're here on slide number 20. Now this is where I want the student to draw a line. You wanna say hi? You got your snack? Say hi, guys. Hi. What's up? I want them to draw a line from the P words to the letter P. I model the first one, so I circle pig. Pig. Pig starts with P. Good. P, 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 p. Draw a line. P, 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 p. Now, your student should be able to draw a line from pepper and panda. If they don't, I might do the next one, have them repeat each thing I say, and then have them draw the line as well. If you have time, you can go over each of them. So once I do pig, I could circle bicycle if you have time. Then I would say bicycle. P. Bicycle, and I'm showing TPR. P. Bicycle? No. Cross it out. So if you want to go one picture by one picture, go for it. But again, look at your time, and if you're pacing by this point, you're right there at the tail end, just do the P words. And if you are not at the tail end, you have your full minute at this point, well done. You are part of 4% of humans. A lot of people don't have time at this slide. So just plan on not having a lot of time, but if you do, in the regular classroom, it would be excellent to go over every single word. It would be excellent to have them say each word, and your focus is to use the sentence, noun starts with P. All right, the final slide in all the activities, this is slide number 21, before the goodbye song. This is a great one for extension. This is a great slide for conversation. So I say, what do you see? And circle the panda. I want them to say, I see a panda. We could count the peppers. I could ask, what color is the panda? This is a higher level. If they know how to answer that, that'd be great. That is not in their previously learned content, so that is a true extension question. Pepper. Show them pepper. What do you see? You could use your props. This really is a conversational slide. Have fun with this. You should know the student by this point and what they can do. You want to show them the apple? Okay. Now I'm to the goodbye song. I will sing it one line by one line. Let's see if Ava will repeat. Ready? Ava, you ready? Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Goodbye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, bye, bye. Slide down to 23 of 23. Goodbye, Ava. Great chance for you to bring out your reward, which you really ultimately could have posted behind you. You could have teacher Nancy there too. And I can say, wow, Ava. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 teeth. Wow! Good job! See you next time! Goodbye! And that's the end. This level 2, you keep it simple, but remember, your mock class mentor is looking for that incidental language. You need to keep it to the script and to what the student knows. And if you're trying to get an answer from them, you don't know how to do it, TPR and draw on the screen. Don't use words. Imagine you're learning Chinese and they're just saying words at you to try to get you to do something. Nobody knows what you're saying. So that is your go-to. All right, guys, best of luck. If you do not have a referring teacher, then just email me. My email is here. And in the comments, shoot me an email if you'd like some coaching one-on-one, some coaching help that you need at this point in the process. You can use this video if you are a teacher to help your applicants, help those that are going through the process. I hope this can be a resource for you. I also do have the pollution lesson coming out, so you can have that one too. I am sending all of these your way before baby brother comes. I have 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks. Ah! Baby brother coming on the way. You want to see? All right. I do this sometimes in class. Boom! You didn't know that was there the whole time, did you? I'm sure you did. If you watch any of my videos, I have a lot of pregnancy ones. So I'm just gonna go cough and choke on some of my saliva. You guys have a great time. I will catch you next time. Goodbye. Once you're a teacher, keep in mind that it does take time to increase bookings. Don't expect it to just take off from day one. Just have that expectation and then you'll be happy. It does take some time, but it is well worth it. Well worth the preparation, well worth the wait. And if you put forth the effort and are patient, it will pay off. I promise. Goodbye.